It's Bradley again. Let me show you the answer to a question that I get asked almost more than any other question. And that is, what exactly is the importance of search volume? Where does it come from? And how do I use this information? Let me show you guys right now. All right. In a lot of our tools like Black Box, Cerebro, Magnet, all right, you're going to notice a very important column, which is called search volume. All right. You can see search volume with a bunch of numbers here in Cerebro. If I go to Magnet and I ran an egg tray, I can see search volume over here. All right. So, what does that mean? Search volume basically is the estimated number of searches per month that are happening for a keyword. Now, you might be wondering, how in the world did Helium 10 get this information? Well, Amazon doesn't make this information public. And this is not exact information. In other words, we're not like pulling something from Amazon and saying, oh, yeah, this is exactly what Amazon says the search volume is. Interesting enough, a couple of years ago, Amazon did make this information public. And we had the exact number that Amazon was displaying. We had the most historical data out of any tool out there on the market from when Amazon was making this information public. And because of that, even when they shut off that data points showing us the search volume, we were able to develop an algorithm that can accurately estimate what the current search volume is based on current trends and based on that historical information. It's especially useful in prioritizing keywords. Now, what do I mean by prioritizing keywords? All right. So you might be wondering, well, why, if this is just an estimation, like why would this help me? So, for example, you might see some of these keywords that look important to you, like, right? Like wooden egg tray. That's great keyword right there. Fresh egg holder wood. Okay. Fresh egg holder wood. Um, why would you want to know how to prioritize this? Well, you can only put, so many keywords in your listing. Also, sales come from a very few number of keywords, right? Like the majority of sales come from a few number of keywords. So you really want to know, what should I focus on for my sponsored ads? What should I focus on to try and make sure I get to page one for? All right. And which keywords should I spend the most money and most focus on? Well, a lot of these keywords, think about this, all right? Fresh egg holder wood. If only 68 people are searching for that per month, all right, approximately, like one or two a day, do you really think that there's much potential to get tons of sales on this keyword? No, it's not a bad keyword. It's probably important for your listing, but I wouldn't put too much effort into a keyword that's only going to be searched for one or two times a day. But contrast that with a keyword such as this egg holder. There are over 6,000 people a month who are searching for egg holder. All right. So this keyword, I would probably focus more attention on, because I know more of my sales could come from this keyword, right? Because more than 100 people a day are searching for this, as opposed to these other keywords are only like one or two a day. It doesn't mean you don't want these keywords in your listing. I mean, a lot of these will add up, but you only have enough room, like in your title, for one or two main keywords. You want to make sure in your title that you are focusing on the most important keywords and kind of have an idea of how you want to optimize your listing for a certain keyword. Now, search volume by itself doesn't mean too much. All right. Like, for example, there's probably a keyword like Bluetooth headphones, probably has a million searches, but that doesn't mean it's a good keyword for this listing, because this is an egg tray. It's an egg holder. All right. So this keyword, even though it has 6,000, is more important. All right. At the same time, what's something that's even more relevant to this product? Remember, the product that we were talking about is an actual egg, a wooden egg tray. Well, wooden egg holder, like this one, wooden tray holder, 240. This is probably more specific, right, than just egg holder. Let's see, what about this fresh egg holder wood? Nobody is searching for it, but it is relevant. So again, do not think that search volume is like the most important thing in the world. Relevance is very important, but at the same time, use the search volume numbers that you see here in Cerebro, that you see in Black Box, that you see in Magnet, to prioritize and have an idea of which keywords you should be focusing on, and which are the keywords that more people are using on a daily basis to find a similar product as you. So again, make sure to use this search volume here. Make sure to filter out things. There is no magic number. I get a lot of questions like, hey, should I put a minimum of 1,000? No, you should always put a minimum of 1,000 or any minimum here. It's different per niche. Like these are some good keywords that only have 200 searches. So if you had put 1,000 here, you would have missed some of these. On the flip side, if I was searching collagen peptides, I probably would have put 1,000 here because collagen peptides has way more searches than something for egg trays. Now, one thing you might notice here is this search volume little chart right here. So basically, what we have now is you can actually search the history of the search volume. So, for example, egg holder wood, I would just imagine that that doesn't change week by week, month by one month. So let's just click on it. And what it does is it gives me a chart of the searches. Now, it's interesting. There actually was an increase in egg holder wood right during Christmas time. Okay, so that makes a little bit of sense. People were using this egg holder as a gift, but throughout the year, it seems to be fairly steady. I can go to all time of when we've been tracking this, and it seems to be pretty steady the number of searches week by week. So this is just a way that you could check the history to see if maybe a keyword is has always been, searched for this amount, or if it's going up, if it's going down, if there's certain times a year that it's interesting. I can like click and drag and then zoom in on a certain period of time, etc. What you'll find sometimes, and this is again in Cerebro or Magnet. By the way, in Magnet, the seed keyword is up here. Okay. What you'll find sometimes is there are some keywords that are seasonal, like beach ball. All right, let's take a look at the beach ball. And if you look here, let me look back at all time. You could see here there's a clear spike for how popular this keyword is in the summer months. Makes sense, right? People here on January 1st are not really going to the beach, all right? So there's only about 5,000 people a month on average searching for it around December. But come June and July, you can see that number is around 30,000. So this is a great way to check the seasonality of a keyword, to see if it's trending up, to see if it's trending down. So anywhere where you're going to see search volume in Helium 10, you will be able to check that seasonality of that keyword by hitting